Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have given an interview to CBS. They did this yesterday morning, revealing their deep concern for the safety of their children online, a pressing issue that they relate to personally as parents of Archie and Lilibet, and their discussion, candid and heartfelt, painted a vivid picture of modern parenting in a digital age. Harry is worried that in the olden days parents always knew what their children were up to is a perfectly reasonable observation, where children can easily now, today, get lost in harmful online content. And it touches on the broader issues of fear in our society. In a way, it's almost the reminder of Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract, which is necessary because from a position of being noble savages, of being good in a state of nature, we've now become enmeshed and soiled in the grime of advanced civilization, and where the philosopher argued that society's institutions must protect its members in a new social contract, especially the vulnerable. Harry and Meghan's advocacy for online safety echoes Rousseau's idea of a protective state extended to the digital realm.
Welcome, dear viewers, to the Sussex Ambassador channel. Our focus today is a noteworthy topic that has elicited a fair amount of praise and attention. We're talking about Prince Harry and Meghan's efforts to address the impact of the digital space on children, a cause that has recently been applauded by none other than Professor Tim Wilson. Their work is making waves, and we're here to dive into it. Remember to subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Professor Tim Wilson has recently offered a noteworthy perspective on Prince Harry and Meghan's work, a perspective that doesn't just acknowledge, but truly appreciates the valuable awareness they are bringing to the impact of the digital space on children. In an era where online safety has become a cornerstone of our society, Harry and Meghan have leveraged their influence for genuine change, a fact that Professor Wilson emphasizes deserves our recognition. Their dedication to informing parents, policymakers, and the public about the perils of unchecked digital exposure is not just commendable, it's indispensable. Social media, online bullying, and digital addiction are not figments of our imagination. They are tangible issues plaguing our children today. Instead of turning a blind eye to this escalating problem, Harry and Meghan have chosen to stand up and make a difference. Professor Wilson's words underscore what many have already observed. This is significant work, deeply grounded in empathy, meticulous research, and a heartfelt concern for future generations. While there are those who squander their time belittling their efforts, Professor Wilson remains concentrated on what truly counts, the positive effect of their initiatives. His appreciation for their unwavering commitment serves as a reminder that impartial voices still exist. These are the voices that acknowledge the fruits of hard work, sincerity, and the weight of championing children's welfare in the digital age. Harry and Meghan's endeavors are invaluable, and Professor Tim Wilson's commendation only solidifies just how indispensable their work truly is. In Professor Wilson's words, their work is not just valuable, it's necessary, and as we delve deeper into the digital age, their initiatives become increasingly significant. We must remember it's not just about recognizing the issues at hand, but also about celebrating those who are courageous enough to tackle them head-on. And it's clear that Professor Wilson wholeheartedly agrees. Harry and Meghan's advocacy is primarily focused on the digital age. In a world where our fingertips give us access to global information in a fraction of a second, it's easy to forget the potential risks that lurk behind the screen. The unchecked digital exposure, the seemingly harmless social media activities, and the often overlooked online bullying and digital addiction are not just words. They are real issues, impacting real lives, shaping and often distorting the worldviews of children and young adults. The digital landscape can be a wild west for the unprepared, and this is where Harry and Meghan's work shines. They are not just pointing out the problems, they are providing solutions. They're not just raising awareness, they're educating parents, policymakers, and the public about the dangers and the safeguards. They are not just talking, they are acting. Consider the unchecked digital exposure. It's a term that may sound foreign to many, but its implications are all too familiar. It's the child who stumbles upon inappropriate content, the adolescent who spends countless hours online, the young adult who can't disconnect from the digital world. It's the parent who feels overwhelmed, the policymaker who doesn't know where to start, the public that's unaware of the risks. Harry and Meghan are confronting these issues head-on. They're providing resources, sharing knowledge, and sparking conversations. They're helping parents navigate the digital maze, equipping policymakers with the necessary tools, and raising public awareness about the risks and the precautions. And then there's social media, online bullying, and digital addiction. These are not just buzzwords. They are real threats that can have profound effects on mental health. Harry and Meghan are bringing these issues to the forefront, challenging us to reconsider our digital habits, to be more mindful of our online interactions, to treat the digital world with the same respect and consideration we would the real world. Their efforts are rooted in care, research, and genuine concern for future generations. This is not just a campaign, it's a commitment to making the digital world a safer, healthier place for all. The significance of Harry and Meghan's initiatives cannot be overstated. Their actions are not just about sparking conversation, they're about sparking real change in society, and it's no small task. They're challenging the status quo, advocating for a safer digital future, and standing up against the rising tides of online dangers that threaten the safety of our children. But they're not doing this alone. Professor Tim Wilson, a respected voice in this field, is among those who have taken note of their efforts and has rightly applauded them. His recognition of their work is not just a nod of approval, it's an endorsement of the importance and impact of their initiatives. For a moment, let's think about the world we live in. It's a digital age where children are more exposed to the internet than ever before. And with this exposure comes a host of challenges: online bullying, digital addiction, and the erosion of privacy. These are real issues affecting real children, and they demand real solutions. This is where Harry and Meghan come in. Their initiatives are not just about raising awareness, they're about effecting change. They're about giving parents the knowledge and tools they need to protect their children. They're about influencing policy to make the digital world a safer place for all. They're about paving the way for a future where children can navigate the digital world with confidence and security. In the face of criticism and controversy, they've remained steadfast in their mission, and it's this unwavering dedication that Professor Wilson has recognized and commended. His appreciation is a testament to the value of their work, a reminder that their efforts are not in vain. So, as we reflect on the importance of Harry and Meghan's initiatives, let's also remember that change is a collective effort. It requires voices like theirs, voices like Professor Wilson's, and voices like ours. The digital world is ours to shape, and together we can make it a safer place for our children. Their work is a step towards a safer digital future for our children. Professor Wilson's appreciation for their dedication is a beacon of fairness in a sea of criticism. In a world that often seems to thrive on taking sides and tearing people down, Professor Wilson stands as a voice of reason and respect. His admiration for the work that Harry and Meghan are doing in the digital space is not merely lip service. It's backed by a deep understanding of the issues at hand and a genuine belief in the importance of their advocacy. Professor Wilson recognizes the value in what Harry and Meghan are doing. He sees the hard work, the research, the dedication, and the genuine concern for the well-being of children in this digital age. He appreciates that they are using their platform to create awareness, to educate, and to advocate for change. His words are not just a pat on the back, but an affirmation of the significance of their work. And it's not just about their efforts, it's about the impact of those efforts. Professor Wilson understands that the work Harry and Meghan are doing today will resonate in the lives of children tomorrow. He knows that their advocacy can help shape a safer, more positive digital environment for the future generations. This, he believes, is something that deserves not just recognition, but deep appreciation. It's an appreciation that goes beyond the surface, beyond the headlines, beyond the noise. It's an appreciation rooted in understanding, in respect, and in the shared belief that we all have a role to play in making the digital world safer for children. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who's doing the advocating, but about the cause they're advocating for. And so, Professor Wilson's praise is more than just words. It's a confirmation of the need for this work, a validation of the efforts being made, and a rallying call for others to join in the cause. Because as he so eloquently puts it, the work Harry and Meghan are doing is not just important, it's necessary. Professor Wilson's praise only reinforces just how much their work is needed. In conclusion, Harry and Meghan's work is not just commendable, it's necessary. The world is becoming increasingly digital, and with it, so too are the lives of our children. The dangers that lurk in the shadows of the internet are real and ever-present. Harry and Meghan, instead of turning a blind eye, have stepped up to tackle these issues head-on. They have taken it upon themselves to educate not just parents, but everyone involved in shaping the digital landscape of tomorrow. Let's reflect on the key points we've discussed today. Firstly, we highlighted Professor Tim Wilson's endorsement of Harry and Meghan's work. His recognition of their efforts is not just a pat on the back, but a testament to the importance of their mission. Secondly, we delved into the actual work carried out by the pair. Their commitment to raising awareness about online safety, cyberbullying, and digital addiction is not just a noble cause, it is a vital one. They're not just talking about problems, they are actively working to bring about solutions. Lastly, we discussed the importance of their initiatives. In a world where negative voices often drown out the positive, Professor Wilson's appreciation of their dedication serves as a reminder of the importance of their work. So as we wrap up, let's remember that every voice matters. Every share, every like, every subscription is a step towards a safer digital world for our children. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share to support our channel. Goodbye.